Hey, what's up you guys? My name's Tyler Ruggie, and today I'm going to be introducing you to my new Reef aquarium that I've been working on. I'm at a point where it's pretty much all set up, and I'm ready to show it to you guys. I'm just going to talk about kind of what I got for it and what I did to set it up. This is my first time ever doing a reef tank. I always kind of told myself I wouldn't do a reef tank or a saltwater tank in general because I always thought it was too hard and too much work. I was actually wrong. I feel like a lot of people think saltwater tanks are super difficult. If you do your research and you just know your stuff before you get into it, then you can successfully do it. So yeah, I got my Reef aquarium right here. It's a 29-gallon aquarium that I got, and I put in some live sand and live rock. The live rock I got from Bulk Reef Supply, and it was a super good deal. I got all this live rock for a pretty low price. And they also have free shipping. This isn't sponsored, but I just thought it was a great price for the live rock. And then I also got some live rock rubble from a local aquarium shop because the live rock rubble had purple algae on it, which, if you don't know, it's good for your aquarium, and I wanted to introduce it to my aquarium, so I just bought some rubble that had some on it, and I threw it in there. And in order to filter the tank, all I'm using is a protein skimmer. I got a Reef Octopus 1000 off of Craigslist for like $125, so that's a pretty good deal, I think. And I also have two Aqueon power heads. They're not super fancy, I just wanted to start off with something pretty cheap, but yeah, there's one on this side of the tank and one on this side of the tank. I believe they're 700 gallons per hour. Not 100% sure on that, but it just keeps the water flowing. I have this fancy light up here that I bought on Amazon. It's the iCoco 55x3 165 watt LED dimmable full spectrum aquarium light for coral reef LPS and SPS growth. I just hung it from, I think it's a ZooMed stand that's made for a heat lamp, but I attached this light to it, and it has fans built in to cool it down because it can get really hot. And what's also really cool is it's dimmable. Like, this kind of controls the lighting. There's a knob on each side so you can get different lighting. So if you turn the other knob, it kind of goes like that. And then I have an Aqueon Pro, I think it's a 150 watt heater for this tank. And then as far as like supplementing my tank with chemicals and stuff, I used three things to help jumpstart the whole cycling process because, as we know, I'm very impatient and I just hate cycling tanks. I want to just get it over with. But I've been more patient with this because I don't want to kill all my corals and fish that I add to this. So I started by adding Biospira. It makes marine aquariums fish safe instantly, but you know, I'm still cycling it. Basically, it's just a bottle full of beneficial bacteria, and I just dumped it in the tank, and yeah. And then I also dosed my tank with Fluval Cycle Biological Booster, and that also helps cycle your tank. And also, one last thing, I used Seachem Stability. Okay, and guys, Seachem products are so awesome. I totally recommend, like, Seachem products whenever you can. This has helped me so much with my 60-gallon freshwater aquarium, keeping it cycled and keeping my ammonia, nitrate, and nitrite low. I've been using it on this as well, and those are the three main things that I used to cycle this. I believe it's already cycled. I've had it cycling for about a week and a half, I believe. It's at 0 ammonia, 0 nitrite, and a really low nitrate levels. I used the API Saltwater Master Test Kit to test the pH, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate. And I also need to get a API Reef Test Kit to test the calcium and different levels for when I add corals to it, but I haven't added corals yet, so I haven't been worried too much about it. For when I do add corals, I got an Instant Ocean Reef Accelerator, encourages growth of corals and purple algae, restores calcium and trace elements, blah blah blah. It adds a bunch of good stuff to the tank. And like I said, I love Seachem products, so I also got the Seachem Reef Fusion 1 and Reef Fusion 2. It's like a two-step supplement to help get your tank reef ready, and it adds all the good stuff for corals in it. I've heard really good things about these products, so I've been dosing my tank with this recently to start getting it ready to add corals. Yesterday, I added 2 fish to my tank. I just added 2 damselfish because they're really hardy fish, and I do, again, think my tank is cycled, but I just wanted to start off small, so I added 2 damsels, and they've been doing really well in here. They hide a lot of the time in the live rock, so I don't really see a lot of them. I plan on adding corals pretty soon, and then I'm going to add clownfish at some point. I'm not sure what kind of clownfish I want. I'm on the look for some really cool clownfish. And not really sure what else I'm going to add. Eventually, I'll probably add some cleanup crew type things, and I kind of want a goby because I think they're really dumb looking. Also, I've heard mixed things about damselfish. I've heard they can be aggressive, so I am going to be cautious about that. If they are aggressive towards my other fish, I might have to get rid of them. But I'm hoping they'll work out. I just thought they would be a good first fish to add as something kind of cheap and hardy. I almost forgot about the water. So, to mix the salt water, I used RODI water. That's reverse osmosis deionized water. I think you can buy jugs of it, but I bought a RODI unit on Amazon. It's the Aqua Effects Barracuda RODI aquarium filter. I just hook it up to a sink and fill up a bucket with it and pour it in here. It sounds really extra, but it's a lot better than just using tap water and conditioning it, because water conditioners can't actually remove all the bad stuff from the tap water. A lot of saltwater inhabitants are usually very sensitive to different chemicals and toxins and stuff, so exposing your reef tank to tap water can be really bad. So I just didn't want to risk it, so I got an RODI unit. So I would highly recommend getting an RODI unit because it helps a lot with controlling algae and keeping your fish really healthy and happy and keeping the tank clear. And I also used Instant Ocean Reef salt to mix the salt in this water, and I also have an Instant Ocean hygrometer. Simple as that. I think that's basically it. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I post videos every week. Check out my social media. The links to those will be in the description below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.